So how can you keep your volunteers engaged? Hey everyone, Kevin Kruse here, and the question of the day comes from Phil. Now Phil runs a motorcycle club, not like a Hells Angels club, more like a motorcycle enthusiast club. And he wrote to me and he says that he's got 1,000 members in the club. How can he keep the volunteers engaged and participating? So Phil, engagement is emotional commitment, and whether we're working for a job, at our job for an employer, for a company, or whether we're volunteering for a nonprofit or a club, it's the same thing. It's our emotional connection. There's three big things that drive engagement. We all want growth, we all want recognition, and we all want trust that the future is going to be bright or brighter than today. So as a leader, and I ran a nonprofit association myself for about 5 years, and I know that recruiting volunteers, getting people to volunteer their time, it's very hard these days. So what we did was, on the growth front, always be thinking about different activities. Don't ask the same person to do the same thing over and over again. You know, maybe if they're a new volunteer, they do something simple like, you know, they greet new members and guide new members at the events. If they do a good job of that, you tell them to staff the registration table. If they do a good job of that, you know, maybe you ask them to help plan the marketing campaign. So the idea is to take your volunteers and help them to grow and learn along the way. People like a new challenge. When it comes to recognition, you know, you can't pay them with money, but a more powerful form of recognition than even money is a sincere thank you. Certainly, thank you, you can say it to them, you can write a thank you note, but what we used to do with our volunteers is we would bring them up on stage, we would celebrate them. You know, before we would start our meetings, local meetings, etc., we would always recognize them. If they did a lot, we would give them an award. If they did a little, we'd give them a gift card to a coffee shop or something. So recognition is the second key. Third is trust. This is trust in the future. Nobody wants to volunteer their time for an organization that's going down or that's going away. They want to be part of something that's going to be even brighter. They want to think that they're helping to grow something big. So, Phil, that's your challenge, is to let all of the volunteers know what you have planned for in the future. How is your club going to grow? What are the cool things, the cool ideas that you have? So again, for everyone out there, whether you have volunteers, you know, for your nonprofit or for your association, or even for your employees, the key to engagement is growth, recognition, and trust. How can you activate, you know, how can you press those buttons in those volunteers, in those workers? And if you do it the right way, they're going to get maximum emotional commitment and they'll keep coming back for more. Thanks.